and sing a new song, and the earth dance with glee. Let the oceans give a mighty roar, so their praise will echo through the trees. So their praise will echo through the trees. We're all given times of grief and woe, and times to hum a somber tune. But right now, just sing out, trust and let go, and raise your voice up to the moon. Let the skies rejoice and sing a new song, and the earth dance with glee. Let the oceans give a mighty roar, so their praise will echo through the trees. So their praise will echo through the trees. Free and clear, and roads that may reach a dead end. But right now you're just on one that brought you here, so embrace whatever is around the bend. Let the skies rejoice and sing a new song, and the earth dance with glee. Let the oceans give a mighty roar, so their praise will echo through the trees. So their praise will echo through the trees.
It was cold today. I know.
When the first light came in, it was cold up north again, and the frost slowly thawed in the dawn. It takes a faithful breath to put a weary mind at rest and still remember the narrow bridge we're on. Troubled times, you don't ease a worried mind. Troubled times, just stay behind. Troubled times, you don't ease a worried mind. Troubled times, just stay behind.
Well, I certainly am glad that we are past some of our troubled times. Those of you who were with us last week will remember that many of us were on batteries and unable to have any power due to the incredible storm that we experienced. But I'm glad things are better this week. I hope they're all well for all of you who are out there, whether you're with us on Zoom or on Facebook. It's good to be here to mark the conclusion of another beautiful Shabbat. I hope it was a restful one for all of you. I am solo this evening. Rabbi, I believe, is conducting a wedding of his niece this evening. So we wish them a Mazal Tov. And I think we'll start with a little music. And let me just check. I want to make sure that I'm able to check in with those who are with us on Facebook as well. If you want to say hi in the chat, please do so. I already see Rita and Donna there. And on Zoom, of course, we have Simon and Yvonne and Sharon and Dina. So let's do a little. Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 I think what we'll do is get right to our Havdalah ceremony. So those of you who have candles, please get ready to light them up. I think there's a lighter there. I know the prayer, but B, if you could can you grab me my little prayer book there? And candles are already lit. They're lit at our house. Thank you so much. And we'll chant our opening verses. Hinei el Yeshuati avtach v'lo avchan, ki ozi v'zimrat ya Adonai, vayhi li Yeshua. Ushavtem mayim v'sason, miminei ha-Yeshua. L'Adonai ha-Yeshua, al amacha v'irchatecha, Selah. Adonai tzivaot imanu mizgav lanu Elohei Yaakov, Selah. Adonai tzivaot, ashrei adam boteach bach. Adonai Hoshia, HaMelech Yanenu v'yom korenu. LaYehudim, Haita or v'simcha v'sason v'ikar, kein ki elanu, kos Yeshua esa, u'v'shem Adonai ekra. Lai, ay, la 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 la, lai, 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 la 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 la, lai, lai, ya la lai, 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 la la lai. Ya la la la, lai, 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 ya la la la, lai, lai, ya la lai, 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 la la lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam. Blessing over wine. Borei peri hagafen, borei peri hagafen. Ya Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Blessing over our fragrant spices. Borei minei besamim, borei minei besamim. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Blessing over our Aish, our fire. Borei meorei ha'eish, borei meorei ha'eish. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamavdil ben kodesh lechol, ben or lechoshech, ben Yisrael la'amim, ben yom hashvi'i l'sheshet yamei ha'ma'aseh. Baruch atah Adonai hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Chatoteinu hu yimchol. Zarene v'chaspenu me'abekachol. Ve'akochavim b'alayla. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera ve'yameinu Yavo Eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Shavua Tov, everyone. May it be a beautiful and fulfilling week for all of us. Thank you to my Havdalah crew, to my wife Lisa and son Ben. I'm going to just kind of look around and see if anybody wants to check in, say hi here on Zoom. Any Zoomers want to just give a little Shavua Tov greeting to anybody? I see Simon and Yvonne and Sharon and Dina. Anyone have anything to say besides shalom? Just shalom, I guess. Looking over here on Facebook, I know I see Adele and I see Ellen. Anyone else wants to check in on Facebook, please do. Let me just reload here. Oh, Lisa's back. Oh, I got a nice heart. Got a hand up. Who's got a hand up? Yvonne, you want to say hi?
Yes, I'd like to thank you very much for the service last night.
Oh, you're welcome.
And one remark you made, which really I remembered, you mentioned about the storm in 1984, which I remembered vividly. At that point, we had 17 trees on our street, and they all went down like matchsticks. Wow. In about, it started about 9 or 8:30 in the morning, if you remember. And by 9:30, it was over, these gusts of wind. And it took a lot of power lines down. And I got a call from the school when my 49-year-old was about 11 or 12, whatever he was then. And I got a call from the school asking me to pick up both my children and to be careful because of the power lines all over the road. And I remember dodging them to get to the school. So that was maybe even worse than what we had. It was in a concentrated short time, whereas the one we had last week was in a longer period. Do you remember that?
Do I remember that? Actually, in 1984, I was living in Brooklyn.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I don't think it reached there.
The news, I'm sure, was somewhere in the paper. We didn't have Google News, so we didn't know everything that was happening all the time. But the reason I was able to mention it last night is one of our neighbors was talking about it as we were looking at the downed trees in front of her house earlier this week, and it was, they were talking on the East Coast today about the bomb cyclone, which we used to call a winter storm. And I don't mean to minimize the effects of whatever they're going through right now, but it seemed to be pretty much in line with what I remember happened in this thing that we call winter every year. But, I know it's a difficult time for them, as it was for all of us, but we got through it. I'm grateful to our as we used to say in the TBI preschool, community helpers who were there, shoveling and picking up and, have cleaned up the streets pretty much now, although, in some areas of Claremont, they're still pretty messy. So we made it through. It's nice to, I'm looking at Dina and, remembering how we needed to keep the Havdalah candle lit a little bit longer because there was no other light in the house. Last week.
Experienced that too.
That was it. Once the Havdalah candle went out, it was pretty dark. But see, and I had my batteries charged, so I could manage at least for Havdalah. Thank you. Anything else anybody wants to share? Dina, any memories from last weekend?
Well, I was just thinking right after Havdalah, we also went out to Pasadena to participate in the Jewish Federation event.
Oh, that's right. That was
partly because we didn't have power, so we had to go in person. Yeah,
and I stayed here, and my batteries held out for that too. So I was really honored to be a part of that experience last week. Very powerful. All right. Well, I'm just going to take one more look over here on Facebook. And it's not as easy. Donna, Rita, Adele, Ellen, good to have everybody with us. And we're going to move to our Siyyum part of our Havdalah Siyyum with our Shema and Hashkivenu. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod, Shem Kivod, Malchuto Leolam. Leolam Va'ed. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. V'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. 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 Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. V'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Amen. Not a lot of announcements, just the usual reminders that we will be with you here on our Zoom Siyyum on Monday and Wednesday nights at 6:45. This coming Wednesday, we also have the first of our some of our new adult Jewish learning activities here on Zoom with Dr. Tammy Schneider's 4-part series on King David. Check out the information on our website or in your TBI emails. If you don't have the Zoom information and you don't get it from the TBI emails because it is not on our website, you can, of course, just drop a note to the office. We always appreciate people registering or at least letting us know in advance they're going to be there so we can let them know. Dina, you have your hand up?
I do. I just wanted to let people know that the Women of TBI is having a business meeting tomorrow. It had said in the Temple update their meeting was canceled, but the program was canceled, but the business meeting is happening tomorrow at 1.
Great. And that will be online, or that will be...
That
so
will
if
be
you
online.
are Women of TBI affiliate,
Yes.
it's the same Zoom information, I would imagine, as it has been regularly. And so just log in at 1 o'clock and you can participate in that. Thank you for reminding us. Let's see, anybody else? No? We're still virtual as far as I know for next Friday night service, virtual only. The COVID committee is constantly reviewing best practices, and we're kind of taking it 10 days at a time, just so we can make sure to get the information out when we do resume our in-person engagement at TBI, at least for the month of January, which is still a couple of days to go. We're virtual only through this week, and hopefully that will abate soon so that we can resume the in-person connections that I know that we all miss so much in these last almost 2 full years. Wow. But we've held it together here on Zoom Siyyum, so tune in again next Saturday night for another Havdalah experience with Rabbi Kupitz and Kendra Ball. All right, we're going to close with a little Oseh Shalom, our prayer for peace. Oh, say shalom b'roma, Huya say shalom aleinu, Ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, Ve'imru Amen. Yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla 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 la 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 la. Oh, say shalom b'roma, Huya say shalom aleinu, Ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, Ve'imru Amen. Ve'imru Amen. Ve'imru Shavua Tov, everyone. Have a wonderful week. We look forward to seeing you in the coming days. Just one more shout out to anybody I missed on Zoom. I think I got everybody. I mean, on Facebook. Anyway, great to be able to share this time with all of you, and have a great week. See you again soon. Shavua Tov, and thank you, Ivan and Simon. Lisa says shalom right back at you.